Hi everyone, welcome to another net worth update video. I prefer to do net worth update videos quarterly. However, I am making so much progress on my debt reduction that it's actually having a real impact on a monthly basis on my net worth. So at least for a while, I will be making net worth update videos monthly. So this is actually a very interesting one, full of excitement. So let's go right ahead and get started. As always, for those of you who may not be familiar about what a net worth is, a net worth is a total look at your overall financial outlook. So it takes your assets, subtracts them by your liabilities, your assets being what you own, your liabilities being what you owe, and you get a number. So to get started for mine, we're going to start by looking at my liabilities, everything that I owe. Okay, so my liabilities, I divide in the spreadsheet, I have my liabilities divided into unsecured liabilities. These are liabilities that do not have an asset attached to it. And in my unsecured liabilities, we are going to start off with my credit card debt. So we might as well start with the best part of the story. If you watched my if you watched my credit card debt pay down progression video, I am breaking down line by line what credit cards I paid off this month. It's pretty exciting. Please go check that out. Right here, I have, in the month of July, my credit cards now stand at $21,095, which is a reduction from last month of $13,859, or 39% reduction in my credit card debt from last month. Now, if you look at it from the first of January, from the first of the year in January, where we started at $50,000, it is a reduction of $29,235. It's saying that it's also 39 here. It cannot be. So that's a reduction of 58%. You guys, in 4 months, I have reduced my credit card debt by 58%. I mean, y'all, that is just, I'm over the moon. I'm over the moon. I couldn't be happier. This is great. But let's keep going because it only gets excited. It only gets more exciting from here. Student loan debt. Of course, these are in forbearance. I'm not touching them. I'm not looking at them. Tax liabilities, I have reduced that from $17,343 last month to $16,943. That's a very low reduction of $1,837 since the beginning of the year, or 9%, almost 10% reduction. Overall, my unsecured liabilities for this month is $144,890. That is still a big number. But that is a reduction from last month of $14,259, or about 9%, and a reduction from January of $31,072, or a 17.66% reduction in my unsecured liabilities. Now let's look at my secure liabilities. My secure liabilities are all the liabilities that have an asset attached to it. So auto loans, property loans, appliance loans, all those different types of loans. My auto loan this month is at $35,241. That's a difference from last month of $1,618. To be fair, I wasn't doing a very good job tracking expenses last month, but moving forward I am being more diligent and cognizant of tracking down this part of my expenses. So what you're seeing in April is more accurate than what I had in March. So that is a reduction from the beginning of the year of 7%, or $2,618. Property number one, I owe $159,340. That is a reduction roughly of $3,000 from last month, or from when I earlier entered that information on here. My property number two, my currently I owe $191,166. Property number three, I currently owe $631,351. That is a reduction of about $16,585 from the first time I had entered that information onto this spreadsheet. So even though for this property number three, I have the highest difference, it only represents about 2%, just because of course what I owe on it is also higher. But you know what? I'll take those big numbers, y'all. I will take it. So subtotal of my unsecured liabilities, watch out for big numbers because apparently I cannot say them. My total unsecured liabilities is $1,017,089. $1,017,098. And that's a reduction from last month of $24,553, or about 2.41%, from when I had previously recorded this number. So my total liabilities, all of my liabilities between my secure and unsecure, is $1,161,988. That is a reduction from last month of about $38,811, or about 3.34%. That's a big number. That's a really big number. And if you look at the reduction from the beginning of the month, my overall liabilities, secure and unsecured, I am at a reduction of $56,625, or 4.72%. The percentages are small, but the actual difference is, man, that is, I couldn't be happier. Cue the confetti, because this is huge to do this in only 4 months. So we'll take it. Lots of hard work, lots of sacrifice has been going into reducing this amount. Now, let's look at my assets overall. As always, take these first two parts with a little bit of a grain of salt, because when it comes to my checking and savings, I just write down exactly what I'm seeing today. So what is my balance today? But who knows? Tomorrow that balance could be $3. Because you saw those liabilities, they're no joke. It's showing here that I do not have a savings account. It's not necessarily because I don't have a savings account, but that's just because, to make it easier for myself, technically this is just all of my cash equivalents in all of my checking and savings account is $13,072. My car is currently, I'm keeping it at $30,820, which was the original valuation of this car. It has probably gone down a little bit at this time, but I'll keep it at that just to make things easier on myself. my retirement savings. So my retirement savings, I have a traditional IRA, which is money transferred from my old company's 401k into my brand new Fidelity account. So I have $21,460. That's a difference of $632 or 3% from last month, and an overall difference from the beginning of 1560 or 7%. I have my personal work 401k currently at $32,892. That is a difference from last month of $4,219 or 6%, and an overall difference from the beginning of $13,892. Okay, we have to, of course, fix this because this is something else that doesn't make sense to me. Yeah. So that's an increase of 73% from the beginning of the year. So in my 401k, I got a bonus, and part of that bonus went towards my 401k. I would have much rather used it to pay off credit card debt, but I have to make sure that next year I adjust that my bonus, nothing goes to my, if I still have debt, that everything comes to me so that I can either use it for a down payment on a house or to continue paying down debt. I do have a Roth IRA. Before I didn't have a Roth IRA. Now I have opened a Roth IRA that has about $201. So overall, in my retirement savings, I have a total of $54,352. That is a change from the beginning of the year of $15,452 or a 31.22% increase. Investments. So you guys saw that in my liabilities, I have quite a few rental properties. These all started as my primary residence, and then as I moved for work, etc., they became investment properties. Property number one, this month the valuation is $315,700. That is an increase of $6,000 from last month, or $7,100 from the beginning of the year, or a 2.3% increase from the beginning of the year. It's important to note, though, when it comes to property valuation, it's constantly fluctuating. So this month it could be $315,000, next month it could be $290,000. So it's always fluctuating. And also, the valuation on Zillow tend to, one, be inaccurate, but also doesn't reflect all of the renovations and the upgrades I have made on the property. So unless you get an appraisal, you really don't have a real idea of what a property is worth. However, at the end of this video, at the end of this update, I am going to be showing you what I believe my properties are worth and how then that would impact my net worth. Property number two is currently valued at $346,100. That is an increase of $9,000 from last month and an increase of $23,000 from the beginning of the year, or a 7.22% increase. Property number three, this one is in Colorado. We started the year at $215,000. In February, we were at $718,000. And now we are at $695,300. That is a reduction in valuation of $19,900 or 2.78%. So yes, when it comes to properties, they can go up or go down, like any investment. Mutual fund. I do have a mutual fund through Fidelity that went up this month by $5,772. That's an increase of $208. And a difference from, oh, so it went down in February. That's why it went down in February and went back up in March. So, but that is a difference from the beginning of the year of only $98, or 1.73% increase since the beginning of the year. So, it's the stock market. It goes up, it goes down. It is what it is. I have an HSA account that is currently at $6,344. I do use this HSA. I will be using this HSA account to invest in some stocks. I haven't decided which one just yet. That is an increase from the beginning of the year of $914, or 16.83%. So overall, my investments are valued at $1,369,216. That's an increase from last month of only $410, or 0.03%, and an increase from the beginning of the year of $11,512. Yeah, that's only $410. So, but that is because of one of my properties going down. Because one of my properties, if you were to delete this, my valuation will be about $15,000, but because of that, my property number 3 going down, it's only gone up by $410,000. But at least from the beginning of the year, I am seeing a slight boost in my investment asset valuation. So now that you've seen my assets and my liabilities, let's put it all together and look at the landscape of how we're doing. So my total assets, personal accounts, personal investments, retirement, I am at $1,467,460. My total liabilities, I am at $1,161,988. So that is in overall. So with my total assets, I am at $1,467,460. That's a change from last month of only $7,724. I shouldn't say only. That is still a blessing. I thank God. That's 0.53%. So it's relatively smaller, but at least we're going up, and so I'm grateful. But it's a change from the beginning of the year of $32,941, or a 2.3% increase in my asset valuation. Total liabilities, I am at $1,161,988. That is a reduction from last month of $38,811, you guys. That is awesome, or 3.34%. And a difference from the beginning of the year of $56,625. That is a reduction of 3.95%. So my net worth, drum roll, you can already see it, so there's no need for a drum roll, but I'm just excited. This month my net worth is $305,472. That is a increase from last month of $46,536, or a 15.23% increase in my net worth, and an increase in my net worth from the beginning of the year of $89,566, or a 34.59% increase in my net worth. Now, those are a lot of big numbers, but you know what? Praise God. I mean, this is just a really, really big number. I mentioned earlier that I believe that my own properties are worth more. So let's go down here, and I am going to assume what I believe my properties are worth. Here's why I believe these two properties are going to be valued at around the same. When I bought this property, it was a 3-bedroom, 2-house. I converted it to a 4-bedroom, 2-house. And this is also a 4-bedroom, 2-house. And the square footage is about the same. So now I believe that the specs being the same, they are more likely going to be valued at the same amount. And this one, it's showing that it's worth $695,000. I added a whole new little casita, bathroom / kitchenette in the upstairs unit. So I converted this from a 2-bedroom to a 3-bedroom. So I believe that this could actually be worth $850,000, but I'm going to be generous here and say that it's going to be worth about $805,000. So given this, my asset overall valuation is going to be at around $1,607,460. $1,607,460, putting my net worth at about $400,045, This to me is where I truly believe I really stand, and I actually think that I'm closer to that if that house is closer to that 850,000 range, then I could easily be at 500,000 net worth. But we'll stick with what Zillow is telling us, and my net worth is $305,472. It's really important here to note that, yes, your net worth is a combination of an increase in valuation of your liability, of your assets, but it's even more so a decrease in your liabilities. So right here, if you look at the ratio, about well over 50% of my about 63% of the change from the beginning of the year to now is coming from me actively reducing how much I owe. So debt pay down, it's just critical. It's the most important thing all of us can do. I know I'm preaching to the choir. If you're watching this, you already understand that. So that is where I stand. Thank you guys so much for following me on this journey. Let's do this together, you guys. Let's be reducing this debt as a team. I appreciate every single one of you guys for watching. You make a big difference on my journey. Your support is highly appreciated. Please leave a comment down below. How are you doing on your journey? Are you also paying down debt? Are you being inspired to pay debt? And follow me every week as I release my weekly check-in videos. That is where we all sit down together, we look at how much we spend, we write it down, and we try to stay on budget. Until then, mind your business, mind your money, or somebody else is going to be minding it for you. I will see you in the next video.